call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution mention on that play, great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick release on the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Open space at the 25. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for the quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking to pass. Dances away. He throws one to the left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
21, South Carolina, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Canes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive.
Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Spits it out to the back. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. The give to the right. He's in open space downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Inside the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game-breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 25 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Just steamrolling the defense. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep. We're able to make the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4.
28.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lamb. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. He's loose on the right, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Well, 2 possessions, 2 points. That's a big deal. 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 That's a big deal
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 29 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Bringing the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down. got the first down himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Floating away. He's going to take off. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted for the 11th time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a...
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. A late-game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something.
Looking for a deep man. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year, the home field advantage.